Cyclone Darian is currently rapidly intensifying and is a high-end Category 1 tropical cyclone in the Australian region. Darian currently has winds of 85 miles per hour, a pressure of 971 millibars, and it is moving south-southeast at 2 miles per hour. Here's Darian's current location at 12.6 degrees south, 93.4 degrees east, pretty close to the Cocos Keeling Islands. Here is our current forecast for Darian. We think it will peak as a minimal Category 2 sometime late tonight into tomorrow morning, and it is going to weaken quite substantially. And then at the very end of the 3-day period, it is going to begin to intensify yet again. Here's Darian's current wind field, which as you can see is significantly larger than it was yesterday. It's still a relatively small wind field though. With the furthest tropical storm force winds on the south side right there, I think just barely reaching 80 to 90 miles. We're going to move on to the GFS now. Here's Darian right there on the GFS. You can quite clearly see it. It is the only sub 1,000 millibar storm down there. And GFS going pretty aggressive as they always do. They're going with the Category 2, which is not extremely outlandish. Until now, where it peaks at 962 millibars, that would be a Category 3, I think. And also, I just want to point out, around the 21st, early on the 21st, there's a tropical cyclone that forms right here, just north of Australia, and does make landfall as a Category 1 tropical cyclone. And then it just continues to move inland, barely weakening at all, and then it starts to stall. But let's look at Darian, because that's the main interest right now, because it's the only active storm right now. So there it is. That's not an extratropical transition until what looks like about the afternoon of the 31st. And then even then, it doesn't completely die off for a very long time. It doesn't completely die off until January 4th. Now, let's look at Darian on the satellite. This is pretty much what you saw in the background. Darian actually is displaying an eye right now. You can't see it on this, I don't think. But actually, you can see it right there. It is displaying an eye right now, though. You can see the significantly weaker cloud tops right there. That's reaching down into about the minus 20 area. And the rest of the cloud tops generally reaching up into, well, into the minus 90s. So it has some very good cloud tops right now. And Darian, currently, yes, we are expecting it to reach Category 2. Because I don't think there's much wind shear. I haven't checked the wind shear, but it's got winds at 85 miles an hour. That says 974, but that was an update. That was about an hour ago, and it was just recently, within the last 10 minutes, that they actually upgraded it to 971 millibars. But if I can find the wind shear map, I'll show it to you. Yeah, Darian's well. Hold on, aircraft recon. No aircraft reconnaissance in the past 6 hours. That's not what I want. I'm trying to find the wind shear map. I'm gonna cut to when I find the wind shear map. Okay, guys. Well, I couldn't find it. But the Ghost Mesa sector, we're gonna try and check that. They still don't have the Western Pacific, which, you know, that's kind of a surprise, because that's the most active basin on the planet. Yes, the Western Pacific is more active than the Atlantic, which is weird because the Pacific's colder than the Atlantic. But here you go. So here's Darian on the current satellite. And actually, it does look like it has changed in the last minute I was looking for that, where the cloud tops are actually slightly higher now. It's like minus 30 now in the center instead of minus 20. I might put a comparison up on the screen, but yep, that was update 2 on Cyclone Darian. Like, subscribe, and